All right, we live. Hello, everybody. We were chatting so much, we nearly forgot.
This is what happens when we don't see each other in a few days. We chat so much that we almost forget.
Yeah.
Everyone, as usual, I have my phone here. So if you have any questions or comments, or you want to join in on the conversation, please do.
All right, so we decided to speak about abundance and scarcity today, right? Abby, let's see if we can get a breakthrough in it.
Great.
Or like say something different, right? Because we all yearn to be in abundance, right?
Yeah.
So, many of us have at least some area of our life where there is scarcity, right?
Yeah.
All right, so what is scarcity, right? It's limitations. It's like, in the material world, there is scarcity, right? There is a certain amount of land. There is a certain amount of raw material. There is a certain amount of trees. There is a limitation to things, right? So scarcity is when you experience a limitation. Abundance is limitlessness.
Wow. Okay, I love those two definitions a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, abundance is like the more you have, the more there is.
Yeah.
The more you get, the more there is. There is no limit.
You can kind of feel it in your energy or in your body as you say it, like the experience of like, there's a limit. It kind of, everything feels close and walled. And then limitlessness suddenly feels so expansive and so big.
Yeah. And then there is one more thing to add to the mix, is that you have to put your wants in it, your human wants, right? So that. Scarcity is we have unlimited wants in a world that has limits of things. Right? So there is a very big opposition that creates scarcity. So the first thing is, there is nothing wrong with scarcity, right? I mean, it's just not pleasant.
Right.
Okay. And we're talking about scarcity and abundance in every single area of life, right? From relationship to wealth, to money, to health, to intellect, to relationships, right? Every single area of life, it applies, scarcity or abundance.
Yeah. Absolutely. Right? Yeah.
All right. So if we look at the word of scarcity, that's the word of survival, right? So if you identify with your human, if you think you are human only, or if you think you are a human with a soul, instead of knowing you're a soul with a human. Okay, so if you identify with your human, you're going to be caught up in the survival, right? Having more, better, different, work hard. Success is defined by the amount of things you have if you're human, or you can get.
Yep.
Abundance is very much collapsed with wealth, financial wealth.
Yeah, very much. Yeah.
Very, very, very much.
In fact, almost so much so that they become synonymous with each other in the language of the culture.
So if you are caught up with identifying with your human and with getting things, right, you'll create scarcity because you'll work hard, you'll plan, you'll strategize, you'll have ambitions, all that, right? This domination, this push, this work hard creates stress. Stress creates unbalance, addiction, depression, all the way to sickness, right? Physical and mental distress. And then you have scarcity, right? Like a lot of people go out of what they call success, and they don't even have the time to enjoy it. Right? For example, people that go and make money, they don't have the time to enjoy the money. They work hard at making more. right? And then the money they make, they will spend on health bills because they'll be sick.
Yep. Right.
Right. So you create, it's a vicious circle, right?
Yeah. And I also got, when you were saying that, how like whatever you're believing you don't have, you'll automatically, like that scarcity thought of like, for example, I don't have love, even if it's love, if you're thinking that scarcity thought, you'll go searching and searching for it, but you still won't have it and you'll still trying to get it. So that's the vicious circle, you know, whether it's money or whatever, anything, success, love.
It is last week that we spoke about identifications, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think that was last
So
week.
scarcity is misidentifying with your net worth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. What you have.
Yep. Wow.
I'm just getting it as
Yeah,
I'm
me too.
here.
Something is
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah. Oh, it's a misidentification. Because let's go with abundance, right? I heard somewhere, but I can't remember where it is. So sorry, everybody. I do not know. I heard it somewhere, but I don't know where. Abundance is directly correlated to you being aligned with your soul. I think what I heard is abundance is correlated with your self-worth. But what I'm saying is, if you are aligned with your soul, meaning you know exactly who you really are, and you have a human, and your human is aligned with who you really are, then you know that your soul is so exquisite, and the possibilities are limitless, infinite. You have access to infinity of possibilities. Then you have abundance.
Wow. Yep.
You are fearless then. Independent of what people think of you. You know who you really are. You are connected to the divine, the quantum, your soul, to the possibility of possibility. It's limitless. Forever.
Wow.
Forever.
Wow.
By the way, all of you, if you're listening and you're starting the course with us in a few hours, this is what we're doing. I just got Abby.
Oh, yes.
That is what we're doing. We're connecting people to abundance.
Absolutely.
By having them remember who they really are.
Wow. It's almost tough to speak about, actually, as we're getting to this space, that connection to abundance. Yeah, it really is just that connection to the vastness of your essence. Like, it's just endless.
Well, you are connected to infinity, right? When you remember who you are.
Absolutely.
And then you express that through your human in a finite world. But you even have access to channeling, universal knowledge, Akashic memory. You have access to everything when you remember who you are.
Wow. And I just got how that expresses itself in the material world, is that when you're open to the limitlessness of potentiality, then that is naturally going to arise in the material world. And it might be in ways that you completely could not expect, because you're not looking for something limited.
You're looking for limitlessness.
Oh, wow.
You know, that's what happened when I moved to Minorca, right? From New York to Minorca, 20 square miles island with a few thousand people. All the restaurants are closed from November to March. The shops as well. And the experience is total abundance.
Oh, wow. You know, through this conversation, I'm seeing an experience I had this weekend through a new lens. I have had this, you know, belief like, oh, I don't have community here. I haven't met people. I haven't, you know, and Sophie and I, of course, have worked together a lot. I've been in a lot of the courses. And what I started to see is that I was sort of purposefully not seeking out meeting people. I was kind of putting myself away, you know, not moving, putting myself in freeze mode because I was scared. I was scared to go out and meet people. So once I saw that, I decided, okay, I chose to go start doing stuff. And I met some great people and I've been meeting some friends and it's been great. So since then, all of a sudden, this story about Seattle that people are unfriendly is totally gone, which isn't my story, by the way. It's a story of Seattle. I just people on the street saying hello. I went on a walk this weekend with my dog and this group of like 15 70-year-old women with little dogs came and they asked if I wanted to join them and can we walk together? And the woman who was speaking to me, and I always track these things in my material world, her name was Joy. And I said, wow, Joy came to speak to me, you know, and to me, I look at things like that as this is my world expanding. This is abundance. It's something I would never expect. And yet it showed up here on a walk I do every day with my dog. So those are the kinds of things that seem smallish, but it's just like my world is bigger all of a sudden.
Listen, gratitude through being aware of the gift and the miracles of life. That's when you know you are in abundance. When you have love and gratitude and joy and fun and more love and gifts and the gifts of somebody smiling. And
yes,
that's how you know you are aligned with your soul.
It's beautiful. I just love that perspective.
Yeah.
I think the shift that you said too last week was something about you can't measure, what was it exactly? You can't measure your success or your abundance with the world you're not trying to live in.
No. I was saying that I had difficulty operating in the world of business, right? But so I put myself out. So I don't market, I don't advertise, I don't do all that. I don't have a PR firm. I don't have all that. But I kept measuring my success based on the structure that I didn't want to participate in. So there was something that just didn't quite fit.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that will create also scarcity, right?
Yeah. When you're measuring you're
misidentifying your success.
Yes.
If I don't want to participate in the world, but I still use the measure of this world, there is something that is not quite making sense.
Exactly. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
So it's a very profound question to inquire into abundance and scarcity. I'm very happy it came up for us, Abby, and that we step into it. It's great.
Yeah, I was almost wondering if those of you who are on our mailing list, which is probably all of you, that I was just thinking that even that integrity worksheet, you could probably change the word integrity and look at abundance in all those categories. Like where do you have abundance and where do you have scarcity? So if you, at the new year, Sophie sent out that worksheet to everyone on the mailing list, you could use it for abundance too, I think.
I think so. All right, everybody. Well, we have the course starting in a few hours.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So there's still time to join. There is time to join if you're interested. We have a few hours until our first live call, and they're all recorded. So
yeah. Maybe we should, instead of calling it beautiful life, we should have called it abundance.
Abundant you, abundant life. I really like that.
All right, everybody. Love you. And we'll talk to you next week. And as always, if you have questions, please send us your questions. We love answering your questions.
Absolutely.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Love you all. Bye.